Hey, bourbon fans, welcome back to Deck Night on the Rocks. We're about to show you guys an awesome bourbon hunt in Danville, Kentucky. But why are we on our way? Why are we in Danville, Kentucky? Well, we've got an awesome member with us, Nate Roberts, who is the bourbon manager of Campbell Station Wine and Spirits here in Knoxville, and he has invited Amy and I to join him on a barrel pick at Maker's Mark. So we are on our way up to Laretto, Kentucky to do that barrels pick, but on the way we stopped at a few stores. So you guys are going to get to see us do some hunting. Sit back, relax, enjoy the bourbon hunting,
Enjoy the hunt, my friends.
and away we go. But before we go, I gotta say that this slow mo camera only it starts out fast and it's a little bit faster than normal speed. So we're gonna miss a few bottles. But for me to make sure we don't miss those few bottles, I gotta put it in slow mo on the editing app, and that it doesn't work as good. So I'm gonna try my best to not miss anything. Here we go again. All right, 13th Colony Standard Small Batch. Don't know, move too fast. Four roses, four roses, four roses. 2XO. We like the 2XO. Don't know. Castle and Key, four gate. There's some Basil Hayden's with their belts on. Some Woodford Reserve. There's double oaks. More Woodford Reserve. Don't know. Okay, now we're in the slow mo. So now I can do this like normal and not feel like a fool. Walthans, you've never had that. It's a California bourbon and it's not too bad. RD1, we've never had. We need to try it. I got to get my act together and try that one for a lot of good things. Moving past some that I can't see, there's that Heaven Hill that I'll mention later. It's becoming extremely available and it's really good price. If you haven't had it, you should if you can get the chance to find it. All right, Knob Creek, you guys know we like that. There's Widow Jane 10 year, which is going to come up again later, and it's not our favorite. We don't like it. Ooh, will it? Oh, it's still gross. Horse Soldier, haven't had it. Gave a couple bottles away. I just never really got into opening it, so it just always got overlooked. Wilderness Trail, you know we really like it. If you guys get a chance, you should try it. There's Blue Notes, a Memphis bourbon, Tennessee whiskey. I mean, people say a lot of great things about it. I've had it once. I wasn't a big fan. Ooh, gross. Look, Jack Daniels. How nasty. Jack Daniels Fire, honey and apple. Probably not the best. It is what it is. Same thing I always say. I want to try the triple mash in the bonnet. I need to get some. There's that Jack Daniels single barrel proof. It's really good. Single barrel select is good. Gentleman Jack, me, not that great. Crown, me, don't need no crown. Myers rum, gross. All right, see, standing slowly, not moving. Everything is slow when you stand still with slow mo. All right, here we go into the crown. There's a little more just randomness, just stuff wherever. Why is that Gentleman Jack down there next to the crown? Crown apple, crown R&R, Canadian whiskey. Oh, look, Canadian whiskey next to Michter's. That's a big variance. Standard Michter's you see on every shelf. Russell's Reserve 10 year. It's really good stuff. The Pinhook, I heard that I should just not worry about ever trying it. So it's definitely been pushed to the bottom of my list of needs. Maybe I'll try it at a bar or restaurant one day. Larceny, standard label, not my favorite, like the barrel proof. Old Pepper, one day I need to get one. There's all the Green Rivers. I like Green River. Amy does not. Rams Point, never heard of it. I can't read that label because it's weird. Pure Kentucky, never had it. Bardstown, no. Rowan's Creek, no one's Mill. Had Rowan's Creek the other day at Jeff Ruby's. It was pretty good. Blaine Bow, not good. Town and Branch, also not good. Chicken Cock. Gotta have the cock in the videos. Alright, Jim Beam flavored whiskey. If you're drinking flavored stuff, then you don't like whiskey. Jim Beam's Double Cut. Never had it. Probably not going to because Jim Beam Black I gave that 7 year right there. I stepped out trying to have something different, try to give Jimmy a chance, and it was not good. So it's making me not want to try the other Jim Beams. White Label, you know how I feel about that. Yellowstone, we've got a bottle, haven't opened it yet. It's signed by Stephen Beam, their master distiller. One day we'll open it. We just haven't got to yet. Angel's Envy. If you guys haven't had it, that's pretty good. I think that says $54. That's a good price for Angel's Envy. Look at that toasted barrel Elijah Craig. I don't know the price, but a lot of people like it, it's also becoming pretty available. Heaven Hills picked up that process. Also, look, there's some Buffalo Trace for $34 a bottle. That's just a hair bit too high. Jefferson's Reserve, Jefferson's Ocean. I have not liked any that I've had. People think I'm crazy, but I don't like it. Chattanooga whiskey, that's some good stuff. Wild Turkey Rare Breed Rye, regular Wild Rare Breed, the regular Wild Turkey 101, the 96, guys. Anything Wild Turkey makes is great. If you know us, then you know that by now from us. There's the Bottled in Bond 1792. That's a good bottle. That's a 12-year rye from Bullet, regular Bullet, the Bullet store pick right there, Bullet 10-year. You know, if their prices are low, people don't jack their prices up. Bullet's a decent bourbon to have, especially at the prices they've got. It's probably one of the better lower price bourbons. So if you're looking for a cheap bourbon that's pretty good, Bullet's a good one to go. Any of those would have been a good pick if their prices are at a reasonable level. All right, Benchmark 8. Benchmark Top Floor Small Batch Single Barrel. Those are all Buffalo Trace juice, and I don't know which one matches which, but a lot of people claim that they are equals to others of the Buffalo Trace products. So if you like Buffalo Trace, that's a good one to try if you can get your hands on it. There's the elusive hand that's always that keeps poking up in the way at times. I don't know why I don't notice it right away. There's that Evan Williams Single Barrel. That one's a good one to get. It's popular. Sometimes the prices vary from like 39 to 69 depending on where you see it. So be careful what you spend on it. It might not be worth it. Evan Williams Bottled in Bond. It's a good one for the price. Evan Williams flavored whiskey. I'll say it again. If you're drinking flavored whiskey, you don't like whiskey. Okay, Legion. I believe that's a Jim Beam product. I'm not 100%, but I've heard we need to try it. I haven't got to it yet. Clyde Mays, haven't tried it yet. People say good things. People say bad things. People say no things. It's still kind of a random one for me. Old Forester Whiskey Row Series, all those are good. The older the younger the age on the bottle is, the better it is. Like 1910 is better than the 1870. The Old Forester standard release is the 100 proof, the 86 proof. That's good stuff. I like it. All right, here we go back to the Jim Beam flavored whiskeys, and I'll say it again. If you're drinking flavored whiskey, you don't like whiskey. All right, pick up the pace. Move on. Let's get through this Jim Beam flavored whiskey. Here's some Southern Comfort. Is this even whiskey? I don't know. I remember drinking it when I was in college, and it wasn't good then, so it's probably not good now. Here's some Early Times, and Early Times Bottled in Bond is good, especially when you find the black top, but that other stuff is on the bottom shelf for a reason. All right, here's some other bottom shelf whiskeys. Some Ezra Brooks 99, that brown label Henry McKenna. I've never tried it, and I probably never will because it just doesn't sound good at all. And here's some other bottom shelf stuff. Now, this Cooper's Craft right here, it may be a bottom shelf bourbon, and it may be cheap, but it is good. If you're looking for a cheap bourbon that's good, that's it. It's one we were surprised to see. Bottles of Blackberry Crown. That one is extremely popular right now. I've never tried it, and I have no interest in trying it, but this one's being on this shelf was surprising. They had a couple boxes. This stuff sold out extremely fast when it came out in this area, so it's here. I'm surprised. And no, we did not buy any. All right, time to move on to the random shelves they have, and the random bourbon, and the random allocated ones that the store had in it. But before we do that, on to this public service announcement.
Hey, YouTube watchers, if you're watching this channel, that means you like bourbon, or you like us, or you don't like us, and you're watching. But whatever reasons why you're watching, there's a way you can keep watching.
Like, comment, hit the bell, subscribe, and share.
So whenever you guys hit the bell, that'll give you notifications for whenever we post a video. And the important thing that it does is let you know we're doing a live stream. We typically do our live streams at the end of the month. We always give away bottles of bourbon. If you're looking for bottles, we try to give away some that's not always the easiest to get. You never know, but we always try to give something away at the end of the month. So hit that bell, make sure you get those notifications so you don't miss out on anything we're doing. Also, lastly is we got this little button down here that says join. You guys can join and be a member, be part of the Deck Night crew. There's multiple levels of membership that will give you different options and opportunities to participate with the channel. So go and check that out, see if it's something you'd be interested in. Make sure you share and comment. We really appreciate all you guys. We hope to see you around again with your comments and in our live streams.
Join us on our live stream coming up soon.
Keep sipping. See you next time.
First random shelf starts out with some Bernheim Original, and then we jump into this bottle of Yellowstone. That's $149 for this bottle. I don't know anything special about any Yellowstone that needs to be that high. Here's a zoom in on that $149 price tag for you guys. I know you like to see the prices, so there you go. Some of the disadvantage of using slow-mo to catch all the price tags and labels is I move really damn slow and it takes a little time, so it's a little different, but I think this is still better. So there goes an old Ezra number 7, a Luxro product. I don't know anything about it. We've had some old Ezra and it's okay. I'm not a big fan of Luxro. I've not been impressed with a lot of their stuff. Blood Oath disappointed me. And the Luxro, the 4 grain we just got was pretty decent. We're going to have to do a video on that. There's some Boondocks. Never heard of it. If anybody knows about Boondocks, let me know. Comment below. So this next little bit's going to be bottles on random shelves. Amy's going through a shelf of randomness, and there's boxes all over the floor. This is one of those little liquor stores that has no organization and just stuff shit wherever they can. They probably have bottles and bottles and bottles and cases of all the big name BTACs and stuff shoved in the back hiding, and that's why they have all this shit out here on the floor. So this is a quick real look at all the boxes they have right here, and there was 2 random shelves right there that just have random stuff on it. We'll get around and look at them in a minute, but right now, just look at the organization of this wonderful little store. It's just amazing. So here looks like another shelf of overflow junk of randomness. You know, I say junk, but you never know what you might find hiding one of these things. So you always got to give them a good look. There's some Blue Run. I believe it's the Reflection one. It might be the High Rye. I can't see it from here. Now, there we go. Some Wheatley vodka. And then over here, oh, Amy's showing me a Calumet. I don't know what this one is. It's nothing that we've ever really been interested in. Why is she showing me this? I don't know. And since this video was filmed in slow-mo, I can't listen to what is said because there are no words in slow-mo, so I can no context to go back and see what we discussed while we were looking at these. So there are advantages to filming it normally, and there are disadvantages to filming it in slow-mo. But this way, at least you get to see all the goods up close and personal in a fashion that isn't me wandering all over the place and missing half the shit too fast. All right, back to the random shelf of whiskey, bourbon, and booze. So there's that Blue Run, which anything Blue Run makes that we've had has been good, but it's just super expensive. The cheapest bottle they have is $99. So we haven't really got back into any of the Blue Runs because of their price. It's just the value's not there. There's so many other bourbons that are good or worth having that aren't that much. Does that say we're never going to get another one? No, just we'll have to wait and see what happens. It's not a priority. All right, Homer, hurry up. They're dragging ass. I can't just keep filling in words here when you just stand around and do nothing. All right, the Whistler. Never heard of it. Not gonna try it. Old Forester. I think that's the 86. It's that's good stuff. Jack Dan Jim Beam 7-year. You know that ain't good if you watch our videos. And then some Four Roses plastic bottle. Like I said last video, I'll never drink it because I don't want to ruin the great outlook I have on Four Roses now. So that's not gonna happen. You know you're a little disorganized when you're cramming $60 bottles of bourbon down by tequila seltzers. I'm not saying that rabbit hole is amazing and that you guys should jump on it and it's an amazing bourbon that you can't miss out on, but it definitely doesn't belong on the floor next to tequila seltzer. So here's those awesome boxes again. Apparently I thought there was something important enough to video them for a 3rd time. So if this slow-mo didn't take forever, we could find out what that is. So I'm going to use this dumb filming box time to explain what's about to come up. So there's a short period between the time the slow-mo kicks on that has us talking and to the store guy about these allocated bottles he has out and their prices. So you'll get like 5 seconds of us trying to negotiate on some bourbon. So enjoy that period, and then we'll jump back into the slow-mo.
Got Pappy.
How much?
10, 12, 13, 15, 23.
You got any room on these, or?
So that was Nate asking if they had any room to move on those bottles because they were asking way too much. And typically these guys like to negotiate, but this dude was not into it. Matter of fact, after Nate asked about 3 or 4 different price negotiations, the guy just turned and walked off and sat down with his back face on his computer. So yeah, there was no negotiating with this dude. So anyway, here's a bottle of Emerty Lee. They wanted $400 for that. Last bottle we got for $49. So that's not happening. So let's move on to all the other allocated Buffalo Trace stuff they have on their shelves right here. So let me put down this extremely expensive, overpriced bottle of Elmer T. Lee and move on to the other bottles we have here. This slow-mo, I swear, it's beneficial, but I tell you, it is super, 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 super slow. So sometimes the movements in between cause me to have to stop and edit some of the slower portions out. So here's a Weller 12. I don't see a tag on it, and I don't remember how much you wanted for it. I think it was somewhere in the $100 to $200 range, because this bottle of Weller Special Reserve was like in the $69, $89 range, because the big gallon, half gallon of Special Reserve was like in the $150 range. There's a bottle of Blanton's. We didn't even ask how much it was. There's some 1792 behind it, and some John J. Bowman. Actually, I don't think it was John J. Bowman. It was one of the Bowmans, but it wasn't John J. So there's a 1792 single barrel, and I don't know what the price is because I can't see the tag and I don't remember. It's one of the best things about these videos is seeing these secondary prices on these things. But you know, me, I tend to screw things up and not bring you the goods, so they're not really getting the prices on these. Now there is a single barrel Colonel Taylor that there's a price tag and I can't see it right now, so let me shut the fuck up and stop this goddamn video and look. But before I do that, check out that Colonel Taylor and Eagle Rare right there. So I say those things a lot and they always get edited out because I'm just talking to myself. But Amy says
Keep it.
so I'm leaving it in. And by the way, I stopped and looked and I could not see the price on that Colonel Taylor. Sorry. I thought it would be there. There's this half gallon of Weller, and there's another price tag on it, and I can't see it. And I'm not stopping to say you gotta look. So if you guys can see it, that's great. I hope you can. I'm pretty sure it was around $100. Anyway, it was more than Nate wanted to pay to get the bottle, so he did not purchase this bottle at this store at this time. So let's move on around and see what else is available. There's some Sazerac rye, which I again don't know what the price was, but it could have been free, and I would not have taken it. Sazerac rye is gross. If you looked back behind Nate's bottle of large gallon of Weller Special Reserve was a bottle of Stag, and that bottle was surprisingly reasonable. I think it was only like $169, which we contemplated getting, but we didn't. So some of you probably gonna say, "I wish you would have, because you would have paid us for it," but we just didn't grab it. And what was raising was how much they wanted for the Elmer T. Lee compared to the Stag, because they really wanted that Elmer T. Lee. It was expensive. But there's some Bowman Brothers, which I've never had, and I wasn't impressed with John J. Bowman. It just tastes like Blanton's to me, so I was never really interested in getting any of the other Bowmans. So if you guys have any comments on the other Bowmans, go ahead and hit it down there in the comment section. That would be awesome. We love the comments. All right, look at there. There's a bottle of Traveler. Man, we should really buy all those because they're going to be hard to find soon, because as soon as they're all gone, they're never making that dog crap again. At least that's my opinion, because it's horrible. And I know someone's going to say, well, it's a good mixer, or I like it, it's okay. Well, you know, it's sitting on the shelf so long and so often, so available, that more people, I think, agree with me that it's not good. So I don't think they're going to keep making it after they run through what they have. All right, there's that big boy. There's the Stag again. I think it was the 24A, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe I'm zooming in on it. Nope, that's the 23C. Now, stopping this video, going back and zooming in on it actually worked this time. So 23C Stag, and I believe they won at 169. But I can't verify that in any way because, like I said before, there's no volume on what's being said when you do it in slow-mo. So, gonna move on from the Stag. All right, on to the next random shelf of bourbon. Let's see what they got over here. Some Monk's Road and some Elijah Craig 18-year, which was super expensive, and because I was interested, but I didn't get it. Way too expensive. And there's a Widow Jane 13-year, Lucky 13, that Amy and I both considered. But again, the price was way too high. I can't see it on here, but we both mentioned it because y'all know we don't like Widow Jane 10-year, but we've heard nothing but awesome things about the Decadence and the 13-year and the 15-year. And we really need to give it a chance and try to like it. But we also heard a lot of great things about the 10-year too, and it is one of our least favorites. So They might not have anything we like. We're just gonna have to wait and see one day, I guess. But moving on from the Widow Jane to the bottom shelf of the random shit bourbon. So, some IW Harper, a big old half-gallon of Buffalo Trace, and some Monkey Shoulder. Monkey Shoulder is gross. It is one of the grossest things I've ever had. It's a scotch, and I've had some bad scotches, and it's bad. Bad, bad, bad. So in the videos that I clipped or recorded are about to be, or beginning or about to end, it always goes back to normal speed. So that's why this happens. I apologize. I can't do anything about it. So here is cases upon cases of aged 10-year Henry McKenna. About this time last year, that was allocated. I've seen it from going from anywhere from $100 to $200, and now it is everywhere and available all the time. Same with the Heaven Hill bottled and bond. Those two are just popping up all over the place. Obviously, Heaven Hill has finally caught up from the fire 20 years ago, 30 years ago, or whatever it is, the new rick houses, whatever, but they definitely picked up production and are knocking it out with these two brands that are really good and readily available now. They are no longer allocated, so you guys should have a chance to try these if you haven't, and they are awesome, and they are definitely worth their price. There's some Knob Creek, some basic Woodford Reserve. They are not good. The Knob Creek is. The Woodford Reserve, I don't like. The standard, it's a good mixer, but just drinking it every day, not the greatest. But I do like the double oaked of Woodford Reserve. So say hi, Amy. She is holding that bottle of Stag. She's trying to say, you know what? We should buy this bottle of Stag. You probably making a bad choice by not getting this, because she likes Stag a lot and we should get it. But you know what? I don't think that's what she's saying. I'm just making it up because I'm trying to kill time. Why this slow-mo is taking forever. Another thing I just figured out is what really works good with the slow-mo is when I'm running along a shelf aisle and grabbing everything as I walk past it. These shelves of randomness, I just stand there in front of it and I don't have any context of speed or moving. So what feels like to me is like probably too fast as I move, the slow-mo holds it there forever. And then we get these long ass periods of the same shit. So we'll go ahead and mark this down as lesson learned. It's what not to do when doing bourbon hunt videos. Alright, y'all, that's it. That's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you being Deck Night fans and watching our videos. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the bell. We'll catch y'all next time. Keep sipping.